Hi everybody, welcome back to another lesson in my Czerny's Opus 599 for solo learners course. In this video, we're going to learn number 21. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. Also, I offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be information below. And if you'd like to get this very special edition of Czerny's Opus 599 specifically for solo learners, there's going to be links to that below too. In the previous exercises, we dealt with legato double thirds and staccato double thirds, and this 21 exercise combines legato and staccato double thirds. So the right hand is playing the melody, as you could hear, and it's mostly in thirds all the way through, very short phrases but legato phrases, and the left hand is playing thirds but in a staccato kind of broken chord pattern. The main challenge is to be able to play one hand staccato and the other one legato. So basically coordinating articulation between the two hands or independence of the hands when it comes to articulation. Let's start with the left hand. So we've got 3 or 4 chords. The first one is a C major chord, C, E, G. We're still in the treble clef and we're in 3, 4, so 3 quarter note beats, crotchet beats in every bar. And the left hand is only having quarter notes or crotchets, so very easy to count. So the first chord, let's block it out, play all the notes together, is a C, E, G. So C major chord 1, 3, 5, starting on the middle C, and the second chord in bar 3 is C, F, A, chord 4, so F major chord. Then it goes back to C major, and for the last 2 bars we have a G major jumping down, G, B, D. So from C we jump to G. Then in bar 9 back to C, then F major again, back to C, and then we have a G7 chord, G, B, F, 1, 3, 5, and back to C. It's always a really good idea to practice the chords blocked so you know the fingering and the shape of the hand that it's supposed to be before adding in the pattern. So the pattern is very simple. The bottom note of the chord comes on the first beat and the top 2 notes come on the second and third beats. And all of the notes are staccato. Now these staccatos need to be very light because this is the accompaniment, so it has to be quieter than the melody. So we can't make these staccatos very heavy and aggressive or kind of strong. They have to be light and gentle but still very accurate, especially when it comes to the double notes. Make sure they go down perfectly together. The hand has to be in this rounded shape and the wrist should feel very soft and free. If you feel any tension in the wrist, it's going to lead to some pain and unevenness, and you'll feel tired when playing the left hand. So make sure the wrist is very free to move around and the staccatos follow a kind of rounded motion, not just an abrupt up down. So kind of a continuous rounded motion. So let's go. Bar 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, F chord, back to C, down to G, back to C, F chord, C, G7, C. And then you have a repeat sign, so you need to do these 2 lines twice and then go on to the second section. There is no speed indication, so you can play it at any speed. Always start very slowly and then go as fast as your hands allow you to, without losing clarity and accuracy and without building up any tension. So that was the left hand. Right hand is going to start in the C position, and we have these legato thirds. So 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. Now this is the hardest part of the piece, going through the 3 thirds in a connected way without having the double notes separate like this, which I hear very often. It's very difficult to do it, so you have to really concentrate on rounding the hand, curving the fingers, again having a very soft wrist, and leaning in towards the shorter fingers and concentrating that the 2 fingers go down together. And when you go to the next one, lift those fingers and accurately go down. And then obviously the counting is going to come in. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lift. Second phrase up to the A, F position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lift. And now we have these repeated thirds, which technically you could play with the same finger, but it's much better to alternate the finger numbers on it. So 2, 4, 1, 3, and 3, 5. And again, the repeated D needs different finger numbers. So very important to try to alternate the finger numbers 2, 4, 1, 3, 3, 5, and then come down legato. Second line, bar 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we kind of have two long phrases, which are each one line long, but the longer phrases are broken into shorter motifs or patterns. And be very careful when you see those slurs, connect the notes, and when you see the staccatos, bounce up and make sure you lift up your hand when one slur finishes and another one starts, so you can really show that it's the end of the phrase. Hands together. Now this is where the real challenge comes in. Holding the right hand very connected, whilst the left hand is bouncing gently. That's challenge number 1. Challenge number 2 is to make the right hand louder and the left hand quieter at the same time, so we can really hear the melody, which is in the right hand, emphasizing the melody and keeping the accompaniment, the left hand, gently in the background, so its role is only to support the right hand melody. Let's go. 1. So really lightly bouncing the left hand, but the right hand is deep key attacks. And not allowing the right hand to separate, detach those notes like this. We don't want that. We want to glue those notes together in the right hand, which are connected by the slur. So let's see the whole section. Lift, F chord, back to C, change finger, and G, back to C, and now connecting through. And that's the first section. So quite a lot of challenges to get through here. And let's go on to the second half now from bar 17 to the end. So let's play through very quickly the left hand. G chord, B, D, G, 1, 3, 5. Then back to C chord. G chord, B, D, G. Back to C. F chord, 1, 2, 5. C chord, and now G7 chord, C, and finishing on a final full C chord. Right hand, 2, 4 on the D, F, 1, 2, 1, 3, and back to 2, 4, and connecting through. 1, lift, 5, 1, 5, 2. So here we have a slur starting on the third beat of the previous bar. Back to EG, connect, bounce, connect, lift, bounce, bounce, and 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 5, coming down, connected, and 1, 2. Now this one is very interesting because we don't have any more fingers, so we do something like 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, and because we have no other group of 2 fingers, we hold down number 3, lift up the 1, and connect it to 1, 2. This way we get kind of a half legato. And then 3, 5, 2, 1, 2, 5, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 1. Hands together. A little bit more challenging here because of the slurs starting on the third beats. Connect, C, connect, back to G chord, connect, and that's the end. So quite a challenge when it comes to double thirds, but also for independence of the hands, really working on coordination of articulation and dynamics between the two hands. Start very slowly, make sure you do a few times hands separately, especially the right hand, because the finger numbers change so quickly on repeated notes, and you have to be very sure of the finger numbers of the right hand, even if you don't follow exactly what you see on the screen or in the book. As long as you stick to something and you always use the same consistent fingering, it's going to work much better.